Dave Lorenz along with Michelle Benash on the Travel Michigan radio program. And Michelle, where are we headed to next?
We're heading up to Nubs Knob in Harbor Springs, and we're talking with Jim Bartlett, the president and GM of Nubs Knob. And Jim, cold is coming. Snow is coming hopefully soon. Tell us about some of the things that folks can look forward to at Nubs Knob this year.
You know, Michelle, we've actually already had a little bit of snow. Well, Sandy clobbered the East Coast, and our hearts go out to those folks.
Yeah.
We ended up with about an inch or two of white stuff on the ground, which got everybody really fired up.
Yeah.
So the mountain bikes are getting put away, the boats are stored in their buildings, and everybody's getting their two favorite friends out of the closet so we can start skiing and snowboarding here pretty quick.
Or, of course, maybe their one favorite friend with those snowboards becoming so popular.
Absolutely, David. That's we don't want to leave those guys out either. Well, we had a busy summer getting ready for the winter as usual. We even though we don't have lodging on site that we manage, we do a ton of preparation over the summertime as we get ready for the winter season, because at Nubs we really never quit thinking snow. So as usual, we added some more snowmaking upgrades to our facility and our world-class system, which is comprised of 282 of our own patented Nubs snow guns right now, got tweaked over the summertime, and we added a significant amount of underground utility improvement to support those guns, make it easier than ever for our crew to lay down the white stuff as soon as it gets cold enough to do so. And we also did the usual amount of painting and caulking and fixing and kind of sprucing up, making sure the place looks great. And the big ticket item this year was a new snow groomer that we bought from Piston Bully in Germany. We add that to our fleet of 4 late model groomers out there, and those machines in the hands of the most award-winning snow grooming crew in the Midwest, and actually almost in the country, is what turns out the great product that people are used to skiing and snowboarding on here at Nubs Knob.
Well, my friends who are big-time skiers, better than me, of course, that's almost all of my friends, they really love Nubs Knob. You offer, great terrain park, and you have just a really nice facility. Why don't you describe it a little bit to people who might not have been there, but really do like to ski?
David, our Nubs Knob is a little different than most resorts you find up in northern Michigan. Our goal back in 1977, when Walter Fisher and his brother Alfred bought the place from the founder, Dory Sarnes, was to turn Nubs into the best day ski area in the country. So we have been working hard ever since then to do just that. And what makes people drive to a ski area? Well, first thing, of course, is snow. So our focus was on developing the best snow guns and snowmaking layout and system that we can. And to that end, we actually, in 1979, invented and patented our own Nubs Knob snowmaker, which we've been using with tweaks since then. And it's the only place in the world that we use them. We decided long ago not to market those out to the general public, but just build them and use them at Nubs. And that's the foundation for what really draws people to Nubs Knob is great snow. We work at it every day as hard as we can, and our promise is to make the ski and snowboard conditions as good as they can be every time you come to Nubs.
Well, you get quite a bit of natural snow in that area, and up until last year, I've often thought, gee, it's a shame you guys have to spend so much money on those snowmakers. But last year really needed it. Let's hope that this year there's plenty of natural snow, though.
Well, last year every weather procrastinator talked about how good a winter it was going to be, from the Farmer's Almanac to the guy I actually pay to tell me what the weather's going to be like. Yeah, I wish I could be like him.
Yeah.
But the reality was it turned out to be one of the lowest snowfall years and mildest winters that any of us can remember, and I've been up here doing this for over 40 years now.
It's amazing.
So this year, all the weather guys are talking about it being a little milder winter. So I'm figuring, great. They were wrong as rain last year, and they went opposite. So this year, I think maybe we'll even have a good year. But the good news is the El Nino they were looking at back in August and September in the Pacific, which generally means a milder winter for northern Michigan, has retreated and actually gone neutral. So I'm looking for a more normal winter, not only for northern Michigan, but for the southern part of the state, too.
Mm-hmm. Cross our fingers.
And Jim,
I hope so.
I got to tell you, I am looking at this 2012-2013 Nubs Knob special events calendar, and it is 4 pages, front and back, single spaced. You guys have a ton of things that you do in addition to just having great skiing for folks.
Well, that's the other part of the equation, Michelle, is you got to have great snow to start with, and then you need to have great terrain so people can enjoy that great snow. And as Dave alluded to, we've got 53 runs spread out over 3 different peaks, a great lift system that moves over 17,000 skiers and snowboarders per hour up the mountains, so almost no lift lines. And then while you're there, if you want to do more than just ski or snowboard, we've got a ton of special events that get rolling right at really Thanksgiving weekend here, and then go all the way to the end of the season. And we start the year out with our Thanksgiving weekend Rail Jam, which is a fundraiser for the Manna Food Bank in the greater Petoskey area, on the 24th of November. And we're going to do that whether we're open or not. If we don't have snow, we go to the local ice rink and take the shavings from the Zamboni machine and save it up for a few days, and then build a little snowboard park right out in front of the lodge. And if we do have snow, then we're able to make it a little bit bigger. So that's how we get started, and then we move into USSA racing the next 2 weekends. And one of the premier Christmas holiday training camps happens during the Christmas holidays from the 26th to the 31st if you're a competitive alpine downhill racer. And from there we move into all of our entertainment starts in the pub over the Christmas holiday seasons. December 31st on New Year's Eve, we've got a great torchlight parade that's fun for everybody in the family that begins at 6 p.m. And there's absolutely no charge for any of that kind of stuff on it. And then we kind of move into our regular season stuff. Night skiing begins in our regular program on January 7th. Of course, we offer night skiing during the holidays also. And also on the 7th, we start our infamous 27-year-old adult race league, which runs midweek, 3 nights a week, certainly the biggest in the north. And it's a great way to get yourself out of the house and have a little fun with your friends. And basically, it's a bowling league in disguise. You just have to dress up a little warmer. And it's all about camaraderie and having a little fun with your friends and that kind of stuff, which is good.
Well, it
and
sounds
as we move into,
fantastic.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say, it just sounds fantastic. I was thinking we only have a few seconds left. We should mention, if you've not been to Nubs Knob yet, first off, you got to go. It's more than a hill. It's got like 3 different peaks and more than 50 slopes and such. But you can actually work out a deal for a lodging in the area as well, working through Nubs Knob. You have several package opportunities through several of the accommodations areas or accommodations places around the area. So, fantastic opportunities.
In fact, we even run a shuttle between one of the condominium groups located less than a mile north of us at Trout Creek. So you can park your car Friday night, ride the bus back and forth Saturday and Sunday, and pretend like you're skiing slopeside, but you don't have to pay the rate.
And of course, you have the condos for rent there on property as well. So fantastic stuff. Well, thank you, Jim. Jim Bartlett, President and GM of Nubs Knob up there in Harbor Springs. It's going to be a great season, so get ready and enjoy yourself there. And go to nubsnob.com for more information. Speaking of information, you can always go to michigan.org for all your travel information, whether you're looking for a great ski resort to check out this coming ski season, or whether you're looking for maybe some of that indoor stuff, museums and restaurants and indoor water parks and all that cool stuff that people kind of head toward often this time of year. Might want to go to michigan.org for all that information. If you're looking for a special event, for instance, just look at the events section and then maybe click on a city that you're planning to go to. You'll find that as well. But if you want to get really excited about winter, go to michigan.org and look for what we're calling our winter vignettes. These are really they're little video pieces that we put together to kind of get you excited about winter. You'll find them, if no other place, from the Pure Michigan YouTube site. So you can get to it simply by going to michigan.org and then clicking on that YouTube link. That'll bring you right over there. And, of course, you can also get segments from this radio program on the YouTube site as well. So check that out. You're going to enjoy it. And it's going to be a great winter. I just can't wait. And I'll be doing all my planning at michigan.org as well. Well, we're going to find out what's happening over at Frederick Meyer Gardens next, right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at michigan.org.